Welcome back, children. Let us continue with the line-wise paraphrasing of Act 5, Scene 1, line number 120, Portia's speech. He knows me as the blind man knows the cuckoo by the bad voice. So Portia hears what Lorenzo has just said, that he says, no, I can recognize that voice to be that of Portia. So Portia says that Lorenzo is able to recognize me by my bad voice, just like a blind man recognizes a cuckoo bird by its melodious voice. Lorenzo, dear lady, welcome home. So Lorenzo welcomes Portia back home and he says, welcome to you, my dear lady. Portia, we have been praying for our husband's health. So she says, all this time we have been praying for the well-being, for the good health of our respective husbands. She's talking about herself and Nerissa. Which speed? That is, we hope that our prayers, they prosper. We hope the better for our words. We hope that they prosper and they are benefited from our prayers. Are they returned? Have they come back yet? Lorenzo, Madam, they are not. So Lorenzo says, Madam, they have not yet come back, but there is come a messenger before. But a messenger has arrived here before them to signify. Signify means to announce. They coming to announce that they will be arriving soon. Portia, go in, Nerissa. So she tells Nerissa, Nerissa, go inside. Give order to my servants. Please give orders to my servants, to all my helpers, that they take no note at all of our being absent hence, that they should appear to be knowing nothing about our being absent, hence means from here. They should show that they know nothing about the fact that both of us were not present in Belmont when our husbands were away. Nor you, Lorenzo, Jessica, nor you. And both of you also, Lorenzo and Jessica, you also have to appear to know nothing about our absence. Now, tucket sounds. A tucket is a series of notes on the trumpet, which announces the arrival of Bassanio. Lorenzo, your husband is at hand. So Lorenzo says, your husband has come close. I hear his trumpet, for I can hear the sound of his trumpet being played. We are no telltales, he says. Well, we are no tale carriers. We do not inform. We do not divulge anybody's secrets, madam. Fear you not. So don't be afraid. We will not tell your respective husbands that both of you were away from here while they were also not here. Portia, the night methinks is but the daylight sick. So Portia says, methinks means I think. She says, I think the night is getting over, but the daylight sick means it's only dim daylight. It looks a little paler. It's becoming very pale. It is a day. It is a day such as the day when the sun is hid. It is a day like when the sun is hidden, when the sun is not visible. Enter Bassanio, Antonio, Graciano and followers. So they enter and Bassanio begins. Now before I begin this speech, I need to tell you what are antipodes. Now antipodes, children, they are the 2 points on the earth's surface which are exactly opposite to each other on the earth. So when it is daytime on one point of the earth, on the other side, on the point which is opposite to it, it is night time. So like we have England and Australia, they are antipodes to each other. So when sun is shining in Australia, it is dark in England. So when it is day in Australia, it is night in England. So this is the reference that Bassanio makes to Portia. He says, if we should hold day with the antipodes, if you walk in absence of the sun. So Bassanio gives an elaborate compliment to Portia and says that we should be having night time here when the sun is not there. But when we are supposed to have night time in the absence of the sun, if you walk around spreading your beauty, because of the brightness of your beauty, it would be daytime, and we would be holding day according to what would be at an antipode, that is on the point opposite to us. It would be daytime, we should be having night, but if you walk around, we would be also having daytime, just like our antipode, because you will be spreading your brightness of your beauty and making it bright as a day, which would be at a antipode. So this is an elaborate compliment given by Bassanio to his wife Portia. Portia goes on to say, let me give light. She says, let me spread light, but let me not be light. Here, be light means be faithless. I should be spreading light everywhere, but I should not be unfaithful. For a light wife, light means an unfaithful wife, doth means does, make a heavy husband. Heavy husband means a sorrowful husband. So if the wife is faithless, she is unfaithful, her husband would be very sad. And never be Bassanio so for me, and my husband Bassanio would never be sorrowful because of me. But God sought all, but may God decide everything. You are welcome home, my lord. You are most welcome home, my dear lord. Bassanio, I thank you, madam. He says, I thank you so much, madam. Give welcome to my friend. Please welcome my friend. This is the man. This is Antonio. So he introduces Antonio to his wife Bassanio, and he says, he is the man. This is Antonio, to whom I am infinitely bound. To whom I am infinitely means endlessly, bound means indebted. Why is he indebted? Because he borrowed money for the sake of Bassanio, and he put his own life at risk. Portia, you should in all sense be much bound to him. She says, I understand. You should in every sense be totally indebted to him. For as I have heard, he is much bound for you. For as I have heard that he was indebted for your sake, means he had signed a a contract full of risks for your sake. So you should be indebted to him. Antonio, no more. He says, no, he need not be indebted to me more than I am well acquitted of. He is no more indebted to me than means since I am acquitted of it. I am totally free from that bond now. So he is no more indebted to me any longer. Portia, sir, you are very welcome to our house. So she says, sir, you are most welcome to our house. It must appear in other ways than words. It means welcome. Welcome must appear to you in other ways, means in our actions. We should welcome you in our actions than in just words. Therefore I scant means therefore I am cutting short this breathing courtesy. Breathing courtesy means my just polite words of welcome. So I am cutting short my so-called welcome speech. Gratiano to Nerissa. He's talking to Nerissa and he says, by yonder moon. By means I swear. By yonder means the moon over there. I swear you do me wrong. He says, I swear by the moon over there that you are doing wrong to me. You are misjudging me. In faith, he says, I swear by my faith, I gave it to the judge's clerk. I gave it, he's referring to his ring which Nerissa had given to him. So I have given that ring to the clerk of the judge. Would he were dead. He says, I wish that he were dead that had it. He were dead that has my ring. For my part, as far as I am concerned, since you do take it, love, so much to heart, since my love, you are taking this matter so much to your heart, you are being so emotional about this issue, I wish the man, the clerk of the lawyer who has my ring, he were dead. Portia, a quarrel? Who already? So Portia is a little shocked. She says, you are already quarreling? You are already arguing? What's the matter? What happened? Graciano, a hoop of gold. So he says she's arguing with me for a hoop means a ring of gold, a paltry ring. A paltry means of very less value, of very small worth. So she is arguing with me for a ring of very small value that she had given me, whose posy means the inscription on that ring was, for all the world like a cutler's poetry. For it was, the words on that ring were just like the verses of poetry which are engraved on knives by a knife maker. So the words on that ring of small value, they were just like the verses which are engraved by a knife maker on his knives. And it was written upon a knife, just like it is written on the knife, love me and leave me not. That love me and don't ever leave me. Nerissa, what talk you of the posy or the value? She says, why are you talking about the posy means the inscriptions which were on the ring or the value of the ring? You swore to me when I did give it you. You swore to me when I gave you that ring that you would wear it till your hour of death, that you would wear that ring till the time you die, and that it should lie with you in your grave, that the ring would lie with your dead body when you lie inside your grave. Though not for me, she says, not for my sake, yet for your vehement oaths. Vehement means your forceful, oaths means promises. Not for my sake, but for your forceful promises, you should have been respectful, you should have been considerate and have kept it. For your own promises, you should have been considerate and you should have kept the ring. Gave it to the judge's clerk? You say that you gave it to the clerk of the judge, the clerk of the lawyer. No. She says, no, I don't believe it. God's my judge. God is my judge. The clerk will never, apostrophe is missing we. The clerk whom you say you have given the ring will never wear hair on his face that had it. The clerk will never grow a beard whom you say you gave the ring to. Means he is not a man to whom you gave the ring, but you have given the ring to a woman. Graciano, he will. Graciano says, no, he will definitely grow a beard. And if he live to be a man, if ever he lives to be a man. Nerissa, she says, yes. If a woman live to be a man, yes, if a woman becomes a man, if a woman changes into a man, then the judge's clerk will grow a beard. Otherwise, I'm sure you have given the ring to a woman who will never ever grow a beard. Graciano, now by this hand, he says, now I swear by this hand, I gave it to a youth. I gave it to a young man, a kind of boy, a little scrubbed boy. He says, I gave it to a very young man. He was kind of a young boy, a little scrubbed. Scrubbed means a very undersized boy, no higher than thyself. He was no taller than thyself means than yourself. He was undersized. He was as tall as you. He was the judge's clerk. I gave it to the clerk of the judge, the clerk of the lawyer. A prating boy. Prating means a talkative boy that begged it as a fee. I gave it to that talkative boy who begged, it means the ring, who begged me to give him the ring as his fee. I could not for my heart deny it him. I really could not refuse him. I did not have the heart to refuse to give him the ring. You were to blame. So Portia says, Gratiano, you are to be blamed. I must be plain with you. I must be very honest with you. I must be very forefront with you. To part so slightly, to give away, to separate so easily with your wife's first gift, to part so easily with the first gift given to you by your wife, a thing stuck on with oaths upon your finger, to give away the ring that was put onto your finger by taking so many promises, by making so many pledges and promises, and so riveted. Riveted means fastened, and so fastened with faith. Faith means trust. So fastened with trust onto your flesh. I gave my love a ring. She says that I also gave my beloved, my husband, a ring and made him swear. And I made him swear never to part with it. And I made him swear that he will never separate from that ring. And here he stands. And right here he is standing in front of you. I dare be sworn for him. She says, I can swear with confidence on his behalf. I dare be sworn for him, that is, on his behalf I can swear he would not leave it, that he will not part with it, with the ring, with it, nor pluck it from his finger. Pluck it means nor remove the ring from his finger for the wealth that the world masters, even in return for the wealth of this whole world. The world masters means the wealth that this whole world possesses. Even in exchange for the wealth of the world, he will not remove that ring from his finger. Now in faith means now truly, Gratiano, you give your wife too unkind a cause of grief. She says, truly speaking, Gratiano, you have given your wife a just cause of being sad and grief stricken. And 'twere to me, 'twere means it were, and if it were to be done to me, if the same thing had happened to me, I should be mad at it. I should be very angry at it. That is, if my beloved had removed that ring and given away that ring to somebody, I would be very angry at him. Bassanio aside. So Bassanio speaks very softly, speaking to himself. Why? He says, well, I were best to cut my left hand off. He says that, well, I think the best I can do is to cut off my left hand from my arm and swear I lost the ring defending it, and swear to my wife that I lost the ring while I was trying to protect my left hand from being cut off. Gratiano tells Portia, and he says, my lord Bassanio gave his ring away unto the judge that begged it. He says, well, my lady, my lord Bassanio gave away his ring unto means to the judge, means the lawyer that begged it. That means who begged it means the ring. So my lord Bassanio gave his ring away to the lawyer who begged him to give the ring to him, and indeed deserved it too. And indeed the lawyer deserved to get the ring. Why? Because he saved the life of my lord Bassanio's friend Antonio. And then the boy his clerk, and then the young boy, the clerk of the judge or the lawyer that took some pains in writing. That means who did take care, or who wrote down the proceedings of the court. That is his clerk. The young boy was writing down the details of the proceedings of the court. He begged mine. He begged my ring to be given to him. And neither man nor master, and neither the clerk nor his master, the lawyer, would take aught. Would take aught means anything else but the two rings. So neither the clerk nor his master, the lawyer, would take anything else from us but our rings. Portia, what ring gave you, my lord? So Portia gets angry and she asks her husband Bassanio, what means which? Which ring did you give to the lawyer, my lord? Not that I hope which you received of me. She says, I hope not the ring which I gave to you. Bassanio, if I could add a lie unto my fault, he says, if I could tell a lie, add a lie means tell a lie unto a fault means in order to hide my fault, I would deny it. Then I would say that I have not given away the ring that you have given me. If I could tell a lie to hide my fault, what fault? My fault, my mistake of giving away the ring which you had given it to me. Then I would say that no, I have not given away that ring. But you see my finger, but you see the finger, my finger hath not the ring upon it. Hath means has. My finger does not have, has or have the ring on it. It is gone. It is gone. I have given away the ring you put on my finger. Portia, even so void is your false heart of truth. She says, just like your finger does not have the ring, in the same way your heart is void means it's empty of truth. Your heart is empty of a scruple of truth. By heaven, I swear by the heavens above, I will never be your wife until I see the ring. I will not be your wife till I see the ring back on your finger. Nerissa repeats the same thing. Nor I be yours. So Nerissa is telling Gratiano that nor will I be your wife till I see mine, till I see the ring that I gave to you, till I see the ring I put on your finger. I stop over here. In my next video, we will continue with the line-wise paraphrasing. Thank you.